I was lucky enough to go abroad to Taiwan, and I was a bank manager out there, so I ran a branch in Taipei, which is the capital city. So when I first arrived in Taipei, it was a huge challenge. I underestimated what a difference it would be, the culture, not knowing anyone, not knowing the place, so I found myself very lost and alone, and it was really, really tough time for me.
We ran English camps in 3 schools that were in totally rural areas and hadn't ever met native speakers before. Being abroad and doing something internationally meant that I gained a lot of cross-cultural awareness, which is something that is a totally transferable skill that I will use in the future.
A group I sent to Tanzania in 2002, still in touch with a lot of them, and out of that group there are 2 who became teachers as a result. There's one who is working for an African newspaper, sort of charitable newspaper. Another is a management consultant but based in Asia. That was a link from the experience of teaching in Tanzania. And I think all of them have a deeper understanding of the world, and all of them certainly would still say that it's something you should do.
You don't imagine before you go abroad what you're going to get out of it. You don't imagine it. You just think that you learn the language, but it's much more than the language. It's a life experience, it's working with people from different cultures, from different languages. You learn to adapt, you learn to be flexible, you learn to be more open-minded, and these skills are extremely useful in your life afterwards.
I worked as a language assistant in Vienna, in Austria, and I taught English there for 8 months. And I really enjoyed the experience because I was working in 2 schools, which for me was really good to have a change throughout the week.
I gained so many skills, not just teaching, but for me as a person as well, so confidence, communication skills, independence and problem solving, because you're in that new environment where you don't know anyone and people aren't speaking your first language.
The most important thing I got out of it was to learn how to use initiative a bit more, because when I first started teaching, I presumed that my colleagues would tell me when they needed me and what they wanted me to do, and I realised that wasn't the case.
Today's been great. I never knew there was so much opportunities for work to do on my gap year.
Today's really opened my eyes to all the options I have, because before I just wanted to go to uni and take a sandwich year, but now I've decided that I definitely want to take a gap year because there's just so many options.
I've had a bit of a reality check hearing people's experiences, but it's made me want to throw myself in there even more now.
Being at this event, I wasn't planning on taking a gap year, but it's opened my eyes to so many different things. There's so many different things you can do in the world, so I'm reconsidering it.
By listening to all the different speakers, it opened my mind to all their personal achievements. You can get empathy and more intelligence about the world that goes around you.
I wasn't planning on taking a gap year, but the event today has really reaffirmed that I think I should do something even before or after uni. I'm planning on studying English language, and I'd like to travel to a different country and teach English as a secondary language.
The advice I'd give if someone's thinking about working or doing a gap year abroad, absolutely do it. The experience and the knowledge and things you pick up from being abroad you get from nowhere else. It is being in a different culture, and it is challenging, it is difficult, but it's those things that make us stronger and make us better people. So be brave, go through it, be open and embrace it.
The reason I think it's a great thing to go abroad is not only the obvious one is that you stand out of the crowd and you look different and you have a different perspective, but I think as well it's just the sheer enjoyment of understanding another country, making friends with people you'd never normally meet.
When you come back to your own country, you look at your own country in a different way, in a more objective way, from the outside. So, and that's also a very enriching experience. In my case, while I was in Paris, I saw a competition for translators at the European Commission. And at the time, I hadn't discovered what I wanted to do. So because I was there and because I was in contact with all these different people from different backgrounds, from different languages, from different cultures, I decided that this is an environment where I wanted to work. So I passed the competition and started working for the European Commission. And this is the best thing I've ever done.